So they say the Appalachian Mountains remember everything, every footstep, every whisper, every life that vanished into those trees. Some are just campfire tales, or others are more warnings. And the further we go down, the closer we get to the ones that you're not supposed to hear. This is the Appalachian Iceberg. So let's start with mostly the known lore, things that people already know about. So starting at the surface here, I think the most common is the brown mountain lights. They're mysterious orbs that drift and flicker over the ridges of North Carolina. I mean, people have been chasing them for over a century, and science still can't pin down their cause. There's a thing called the Wampus Cat, a half-woman, half-feline creature said to stalk hunters at night. In Cherokee legend, it was once a woman cursed for spying on a sacred ritual. And we can't forget, I think everybody's heard this one, whistling at night. Locals warn you never do it. The belief is real simple. If you hear a whistle in the dark and answer back, something inhuman will come closer. I mean, we've all heard the stories. So moving forward, as we get into Tier 2, these are more strange, but often reported. So there's these things called the phantom roadwalkers. They're figures spotted along winding mountain roads that vanish before you pass them. Then there's the stories of the white thing, the pale, hulking beast seen in West Virginia. Normally has glowing eyes and a scream like a woman in pain. And then there's a thing called mimicry, voices in the woods, calling your name or sounding like someone you know. Many hikers have gone missing after following them, and there's a lot of unsolved cases that talk about this. So as we start moving down into tier 3 here, these are things that are rarely talked about. So let's go deeper. So some valleys are known as dead zones in Appalachia. I mean, there's no wind, no birds, just this crushing silence. Hunters claim that you can stand there for hours before the forest starts up again. And in certain hollows, elders warn of lantern men, distant lights that seem to guide you along a path until you realize you've been led somewhere you don't recognize. And then there's hearsay about lost towns. Now, these are old mining settlements that have been wiped out after disasters, where some say the dead still walk. I guess a lot of people run into these lost towns, and when they go back into a larger town, they talk about them. People say that they just don't even exist. So Tier 4 starts getting more into the obscure, into the occult. Now we're like deep in the shadows. So in West Virginia, there's this talk of these black dogs, and they say they're the size of calves, seen as omens of death. Strange, huh? Some mountaintops are said to have these things called singing stones, rocks that emit low, human-like hums on windless nights. And we can't forget about the whispers of the narrow man, a faceless figure said to watch from the tree line, moving when you look away. I mean, there's accounts of this man. I mean, every single month you see a new story about the faceless man. So as we move into the bottom of this iceberg, I mean, this is where these stories start to fade into nightmares. Old miners swore about doors in the rock, seams in the mountains that open to pitch black corridors when touched. Then there's the hollow time legend, people vanishing for hours or days and returning convinced that only minutes had passed. And finally, the watcher in the fog, a shape seen in the densest mountain mists, described as both man and beast, following travelers for miles before disappearing entirely. So, is the Appalachian Range just a place of tall tales and superstitions, or are the mountains themselves hiding something older and patient? You go there. And remember the rules. Don't whistle, and don't follow the lights. And never ever answer in the woods when your name is called. This is the Appalachian Iceberg.